two. During the heat of the game, it's clear he's a champ when all else disappears. Rally the team with a wink and a cheer. He's the leader that everyone fears. Quickly, it's a real heater. Once my friend, he's a locker room leader. In the chaos, he's the center, turning us into believers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday night. It is 7 p.m. It is time for the locker room breakdown ahead of the Raw Patrol coming up at 8 p.m. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday night. That means it's time getting ready for Monday Night Raw coming to us tonight from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But let's get into the review from last week as we are coming off of a very, very hot and electric Royal Rumble this past Saturday night from Riyadh. Please do forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. I am really feeling under the weather tonight. Last week really set the tone for the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble has now set the stage for what is beyond. We are on the road to WrestleMania. Last week, we started Raw with a phenomenal promo as AJ Styles came out cutting a promo saying this should be the year of AJ Styles. We all want to see a successful year from him, whether that means another title run, whatever it may be. His exact words. Sorry, I cannot find his exact words. We were expecting an interruption. We weren't sure if it was going to be Gunther or who. But I don't think any of us predicted CM Punk coming out. Normally, to see these two battle on the mic would have been awesome. And it was a great promo, great back and forth. However, I found CM Punk to get rather condescending in this with his, well, gosh, AJ, I just don't know what to do. This isn't the Batman TV show from the 1960s. You're not Adam West. You are CM Punk. You are talking with one of your peers, a guy who has been in the business as long as you have. And yes, you were showing respect, but well, gosh, AJ, I just don't know what to do, did not sit right with me. This did lead to a bit of a challenge. We heard the crowd saying, fight tonight, fight tonight. I actually thought they were chanting Y2J, Y2J, but they weren't. So even AJ said, if we are to fight tonight, I want this to be about the respect. And Punk said, well, if we're going to fight tonight, then I want to make this right. And I want to put the World Heavyweight title on the line because I am a fighting champion. And the match was made for our main event of last Monday Night Raw. Then we went to a 6-woman tag. Very, very intriguing tag because it did really foreshadow a lot of the Royal Rumble. Stephanie Vaquer, our women's World Heavyweight Champion, teaming up with Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky against the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez. This was a master class. You have your Women's World Tag Team Champions and your World Heavyweight Champion on one side versus former Women's Champion in Liv Morgan and former Tag Team Champions in all three of those women, with five of them being in the Royal Rumble match itself. Hotly contested, with the Judgment Day doing what they do best. And this is where I think having the experience of guys like Finn Balor and JD McDonough to really coach these women on the art of tag team wrestling, even though they are former tag team champions, all three of them, they cut the ring off. They dominated. They did everything they could to get under the skin of our champions. I loved this match. I was a little bit worried about Stephanie Vaquer really rushing back from getting that walking boot off. But it was a great, great match. The team of Rio and Stephanie Vaquer did come out on top. But again, it was due to, I believe it was a distraction. I'm just checking my info here. No, nothing there. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, these women all deserve to be at the level that they are. Very, very intriguing as to where we were going to go this past Saturday at the Royal Rumble. We can discuss that a little bit later on. I'll do a quick recap here. Up next, we had the Vision. All of the Vision, including Braun Breaker, who had his suspension lifted to have a face-to-face with Adam Pearce. Now, in this interview, in this promo, and gotta love Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is an advocate. He is a wise man. He is an oracle. He is all of those things and more. He called out Adam Pearce for Adam Pearce's actions of putting his hands on Braun Breaker, stripping Theory of the brass knucks, and then leaving them at ringside for Rey Mysterio to use them in the match the previous week. This was also setting up a match between Rey Mysterio and Austin Theory. This match was adequate at best. It was a decent match, but it was not the match any of us would have expected from these two men. I'm really actually having a hard time remembering the match. In the end, Austin Theory did pull off the victory because of interference from the Vision. And then, of course, we did also get interference from Penta and Dragon Lee. All three of them got beaten down because Braun Breaker, who stayed out of the way, kept his hands to himself until after the match, laid all three men out. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I am really not feeling well here tonight. So before we continue, I am going to have you take a look at how you can help us.
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, video games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever wanted your break in podcasting content creation, a potential collaboration, or to help us out behind the scenes, turnbucklestudios.org is the place to be for all your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs. Hit that join button, send us your credentials, tell us how you can help us, how we can help you, and we can sit down as a collective and figure out the right fit. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we had a taped vignette from Natalia where she addressed her actions towards Maxine Dupree, blaming Maxine for disappointing her and failing her, and saying that Natalia elevates, Natty decimates. We are starting to get the Natty that we saw starting at Bloodsport last year, WrestleMania weekend, and going through her time in AAA. I am here for it. When we get that showdown, when we get that match, I don't know. But I am hoping it is going to be sooner than later. Backstage we go, and Raquel Rodriguez and Stephanie Vaquer continued their brawl, scrapping back and forth, weapons, everything, you name it. If they could be thrown into it, they were. This required security once again to get involved and break them up, with both women screaming at each other. Then we come to a sit-down interview with Michael Cole and Gunther. This was not a sit-down interview I got to hear a ton of, but Gunther made it known that this was what he's doing now. He wants to retire all of these people. This is his goal now. I again don't like it. He even asked Michael Cole how long he had been around, and saying that he could end his career just like that if he wanted. We don't need this anymore, guys. We don't need the talent bullying the commentators, threatening them. It's just no longer needed in this day and age. I don't like this direction for Gunther. For me now, his career has plateaued, and now he's going to become stagnant and lost in the shuffle. I know there are a lot of people that are going to very much disagree with me, and that's okay. I'm always open for a healthy discussion. Up next, a fantastic match. A fatal four-way tag team #1 contenders match to see who would face the Usos. The Alpha Academy, who we haven't seen on TV wrestling in quite some time, The Creed brothers, who were only starting to get back on TV after quite some time away. The New Day, which, if there's one team I could have left out of this match and put somebody else in, it's the New Day. You could have gone with the War Raiders. You could have gone with somebody else. And Los Americanos, Rayo and Bravo. This, ladies and gentlemen, was a tag team wrestling clinic. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really not with it tonight, and you guys do deserve better from me, and I'm hoping that next week I will be back to my regular self. But eventually, Otis and Tozawa won. I don't remember any team having real clear control over everything. I don't. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to really have to cut this short. I'm just in no condition to actually continue the show. I hope to be back and in better shape next week. I apologize.
In the locker room, a guy you'll find loves bad hockey, teams can't deny. His best friend to shut the hand so true, loyal until his friend goes number 2. During the heat of the game, it's clear he's a champ when all else disappears. Rally the team with a wink and a cheer. He's the leader that everyone fears.